to you out there. We are here today on another edition of Insurance Talk Show. I am Bola Adegbaju. Today, I have with me Mr. Olumide Famuyide. Mr. Olumide, you're welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you all.
Mr. Olumide Famuyide is an associate of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria with over 20 years of experience. He is a specialist in risk management and he is the current Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Dumbbell Insurance Brokers Limited. Once again, I welcome you, Mr. Olumide Famuyide, to this talk show. And we are going to be discussing today about the rights and obligations of the insurance company, and at the same time, the rights and obligations of the policy holder. If you have an insurance policy, what are your rights? What are your obligations? And what do you expect from the insurance company that is giving you the insurance cover? That is what we will be discussing today. I want you to share with your friends. I want you to invite as many people that you can invite to come and join this program. If you have any question or any contribution, the lines are open. We have the call-in number, that is 0902 569 1960. 0902 569 1960 for calls. And for WhatsApp, we have 0806 192 3347. 0806 192 3347. That's for WhatsApp. So, Mr. Famuyide Olumide, what do you have to say about the rights of an insurer? Or let me say, the rights of an insured, that is the policy holder. Let's start with that. The rights of a policy holder. What are the rights?
Oh, thank you, ma'am. First of all, let me say it's a pleasure to be here. And I say good afternoon to everyone that is listening to me right now. Insurance industry is a very dynamic industry. So the right of the policy holder and the right of the insurance company, there are two different things. But first of all, as you have said from your question, the right of the policy holder. The policy holder have a very enormous right. The right for them to have a policy document. You are into insurance relationship with the insurance company and you are paid your premium. So the policy document means is a relationship, is an agreement, contractual agreement between you and the insurance company. You have the right to have that policy document. So if you are, so that you know the extent at which you can operate. Is if the claims, if the business go bad, that is what the court will ask for in the court of law. That's what is the contractual document. You only have the right for you to have receipt of payment. You have the right for you to know the extent at which the insurance company. Now let's take a perspective of the life policy. If I'm to take an insurance policy right now with a company, I should know the extent at which the insurance company, the ability of the insurance company to pay my claim. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, man.
Yes, that is, you know about the insurance company.
Yes.
You find out about the
But
insurance company.
I need to find out about the insurance company. If the insurance company is not capable of paying my claim, then why will I go into business with you? So I will. You have to take the due diligence to know the ability. That notwithstanding, to my profession now, there's no insurance company out there because we are under regulations that cannot pay claim. But you as a person, you should know, take a due diligence of what the contractual agreement you are going into. That is very, very germane. That, of course, is very good. Then you have to know that you have the right to call the shots. You have the right to say, okay, I'm not doing.
I want to
cancel my policy. Yes, it's not cast in stone as it were. If I go into agreement with you and I feel that I'm not enjoying anything, that will be mutually beneficiary. When it comes to life too, okay, let's say life, let's narrow it down to life, man. When it comes to life insurance policy, I have given you my money, I'm to pay probably 5 or 6 or 7 million naira between a short period of time, and I feel that I'm not enjoying the services, I can call it off. The insurance company will pay me, deduct whatever the thing they want to deduct and pay me. It's not properly.
But it must be with a notification.
Yeah, that you
can't just cancel.
You can't just cancel. Of course, you can't just cancel. You tell them, you write to them that okay, I'm not doing it again though. So this is your okay. Of course.
So let me just quickly come in at that point. You said you have the right to cancel your policy. What of the insurance companies that would penalize you? Because I've heard of instances like that when you cancel at the time you're not supposed to cancel, and the insurance company now penalizes you. What can you say about that?
Yeah, really. Thank you, ma'am. The insurance company will penalize you if the agreement is breached. Okay, typical example. Normally, insurance company will tell you must have contributed to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go beyond 2 years, you have done the needful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a typical example. I'm contributing money, and I'm in need of. I want to contribute money for a future occurrence or future event, and in the course of it, and there's a need for exigency that I cannot undo again. I have a money investment somewhere because your life, the policy the life policy is an investment. So okay, let me cancel it. I've got it to the third year or fourth year. Let me cancel it so I can use my money collect my money to do so. So at least I even at that stage, it will have attracted interest, because majority of the life policy are interest based.
Yes. So if you terminate your contract, your insurance contract before the agreed time, that is when you are penalized.
Yeah, that's when you are penalized.
Yes. So if you have to ask from your consultants or the insurance company whether it is time for you to terminate before you terminate. Don't just say you want to cancel or you want to stop your policy. Okay.
At this point in time, let me quickly make a correction. See, most of the documents that we are given, the insurance company gives you, please and please, I beg of you, keep them and read them, so that when the insurance company comes with, okay, you are foul or they are penalizing you on this, you look at it even before you put up a claim. You look at it whether you are you are in the right position to put up a claim. If you are not, the insurance, when insurance company reputed the claim, you say, okay, insurance company has reputed your claim on what justification. So from the beginning, when you read it, you'll be able to know that they would have stated it there that 2 years, after 2 years, you can now cancel, because as at that time the money that you are giving the insurance company is not for them to keep it, it's for them to invest. So and there's no investment you can make in the 1 to 2 years that will bring enough returns.
Yeah.
In fact, I can tell you that most of the insurance companies now in Nigeria, I don't think there's a underwriting profit any longer. It's just we rely on investment, because most of those rates are just too small for us to deal with. That is for another day. That's
for the industry.
That's for the industry. Also, so, you call it have the right.
That's as a policy holder. We're talking of the policy holders' rights now.
Yeah. So you have the policy holder equally have the right for them to have adequate informations.
Yeah.
Informations is quite germane, very, very important. Very, very important. If
you ask
questions, you because marketers are marketers. There is no two ways about it. You want to meet up with target, you want to make money. So when they come, you have the right to ask questions. Yeah. So you can get information from those questions, the information you get. And if you are not if you are not satisfied with the information that you are being given, you probe further. It is those information that you will get and you will now use it to what? To take decision. Even the insurance company will tell you, there's no concealment. Insurance company want you want to get the best of the right information from you, so that in insurance, we call it underwriting. It is the information that you give the insurance company that they will make them to underwrite whether to accept the risk or not. So that is on the part of the insurance company. As much as the insurance company wants to get information from you, equally you too you must get information from the insurance company that will help you, aid you to take decisive decisions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Famuyide. Can we go to that of the insurance companies? Okay, let's discuss the obligations of the policyholders now. We have talked about the rights of the policyholders. What are the policyholders? What are they expected to benefit? Now, what are they expected to do? Their obligations. What does the insurance company expect from policyholders? Those are the obligations. So can we just have some of this?
Okay. The insurance company expects you to, at the point of claim, you must give them all the required documents. Insurance company does not play with documents. Okay, let me go back to the life.
Is it at the point of claim now? Let's start from at the inception.
No, okay.
At the inception of the policy.
At the inception of the policy. Okay. Thank you for
you must give them
the right document.
Yes.
Thank you for that correction. See, at the inception of the policy, you must keep all your documents and give them the document that is being asked for. A typical example: your benefit is your claim.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything that before insurance company can oblige you, can identify you, as it were, they will have looked at all the documents in their hands. If they are not satisfied, they will further probe or ask for further documents. So all those documents that you give them will serve as the document that will make them to consider you for the business, to consider to underwrite that business or not.
Yeah.
If a typical example, if you say you want, because whatever thing you call your life is what insurance company will call it for you. If you say, okay, your life worth 20 billion naira, as long as you can pay the premium, insurance company will collect it. Nobody can put a value to life. So it is what you tell the insurance company. I'm talking about life now. I'm not going to general business now. So if you say you are talking about life insurance business, and you say your life, you want to be contributing, you want to contribute 50 million naira in 5 years, that in case anything happens, that is okay. That's what you believe you want. Now, insurance company says, okay, this has gone beyond their retention. Okay, they can ask you to go and get medical. So all those documents that they will give you, all those documents will be part of the document that they will use to consider whether there is a claim or whether they will underwrite it or not.
So at the inception of your insurance policy, definitely the insurance company will ask for a lot of documents.
Yeah.
Whether it is life, whether it is general business.
Yes.
If you have a vehicle you want to insure, we ask for a vehicle license, we ask for driver's license, we ask for proof of ownership, all those things, we ask for them at the inception.
Sure.
And when there's a claim, the same thing we'll still ask, because we have discovered that some of these documents change along the line. So we still ask for all those documents at the point of claim.
Yes.
So what else can we say?
As a benefit?
Yes, the obligations. No obligations of the policyholder. What is a policyholder supposed to do when you have an insurance contract with an insurance company? What else?
Your obligation, and no obligation you should. That is very, very important. Is you must pay your premium as and when due.
You pay your premium. No premium, no cover.
It's an obligation.
No premium, no cover.
It's an obligation.
Yes.
No premium,
and
no
at
cover.
the same time,
it is very important to the contractual agreement.
Yes, it's very important. That's key.
Yeah.
Then I have some other things that I jotted down here.
Okay.
That you must take reasonable steps to mitigate a loss.
Yes.
Like if anything, don't say because you have insurance now, there is fire outbreak in your house, and you just leave it like that and say, oh yeah, I have insurance company will pay me. No, you must take steps. to reduce that loss. Whatever you can do to put off the fire, you must do it. Don't say because you have insurance, you leave everything like that and the thing got spoiled. Okay, you want to say something?
Let me give you an example of what you have just said. Okay, if you do goods in transit, it's a typical example, goods in transit, general business, and you carry you are the one that, okay, probably you are carrying it might not be a perishable goods, it might be a goods that something that can be stolen, and the motor got damaged in the middle of the road. Because you have insurance policy does not mean that you should leave it like that. Or some people make that mistake where they have goods in transit. There's a clause that we call tamponing, where because you have goods in transit, it's equally
the goods that can be damaged by rain, you have to protect them with tarpaulin.
Yeah. So those things that will mitigate the claims, that will reduce the claim to the loss, the loss to the barest minimum. In insurance, we quite agree that you cannot eradicate losses, but you can reduce it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Famuyide. There's one other thing I want to mention here, and that is cooperation during investigation and survey. There was a recent case some weeks ago. A client had a fire insurance policy. The person took up a fire insurance policy, and of course they were supposed to go and do the survey before we commence cover.
The pre-loss survey.
Yes, pre-loss survey. But the man did not cooperate at all. In fact, the surveyor was embarrassed. By the time he got to the house, it's like, what are you doing in my house? And the man was informed that somebody was coming to do survey. You understand? So policyholders must cooperate during inspection, whether pre-loss, whether post-loss. Anytime the insurance company says, I want to come and do inspection, they should cooperate. Thank you so much.
Let me just protest what you have just said. There's one eatery along for purpose of advert I will not mention in somewhere in Ojalemi, and there was this fire accident that happened. I went there and I realized that at the kitchen, it was at the back of it was wooden. And there's so much air there that any small explosion, the air,
if there's fire outbreak,
if there's any fire outbreak, the air increases combustion.
Yes.
So, and this will aid it to even make it to be more faster.
Wood and oxygen in fact.
So when I went there and I look at it, okay, if you want this thing, definitely you cannot reduce you cannot eliminate this risk, but you can reduce it. What you need to do is just make a concrete here, reduce the air, put a small window there at the top, reduce the air for it. So when they did that, any subsequent fire outbreak, it can be controlled. Now, for a client of mine recently, we talked about it. He was okay.
I think we have to go on a break and we'll continue later. Thank you. You're welcome back to Insurance Talk Show today. I am Bola Adegbaju and I have with me here Mr. Olumide Famuyide. Before we continue our discussion, if you have any contribution you have to say or you have a question you want to ask about our discussion, you can send messages to 0806 192 3347. 0806 192 3347. That's WhatsApp messages. And for calls, you can call 0902 569 1960. 0902 569 1960. Yes, Mr. Famuyide, we have been talking about the rights and obligations of the policy holders. Now we want to go back to the rights and obligations of the insurance companies now. So what do you have to say? Let's start with the rights of an insurance company in insurance policy contract.
Okay, as much as the policyholder have the right to cancel the policy.
So
The insurance company,
also,
also the insurance company have the right.
yes,
They have
the
the right to
insurance
cancel.
company has.
If they feel that if that comes to equity comes to clean hands, I mean.
With clean hands,
So
yes.
if they feel that there's so much concealment that you did not, utmost, we call it in our profession,
Utmost good faith.
So if they feel that you are not truthful, they have the right to cancel it.
Yes, they have the
They
right.
have the right to cancel it. They have the right to collect premium from you. Because if they don't collect the premium,
As they have the right to collect the premium, they have the right to pay the claims. They have the right to settle the claims. So,
madam, see, to be truthful to our industry now, insurance company pays claim. So I can.
That's what people out there want to hear.
Insurance company
Yes.
pays claim. They pay claim. But the only thing is that if you are not truthful and they feel that I worked in claims department, if I feel that there's a bit of concealment, I'll prove further. And if I'm proving further and I find out that I'm not getting what I want, I'm still not getting what I want, then I repudiate the claim because based on that. Then if the loss adjuster too can advise, they have the right to investigate.
Thank you so much. And I want to say something. The insurance company is like let me say an hospital where they will ask you some personal questions. So just as the hospital or your doctor will ask you some personal questions that you may be embarrassed about, insurance companies too can ask you some questions. So don't be embarrassed. In as much as you have decided to do insurance or to take up insurance policy, you must be ready to disclose some information about yourself. Thank you. So what are the obligations of the insurance company? Well, we know they must settle claims.
Yes.
What other obligations do they have? As in, the thing they must do, you have collected my premium. What are you expected to do for me?
Okay, before we go there, there's something that's very important that we did not say, and that is for the policyholder. The policyholder, the right of the policyholder is the right of peace of mind. I will just for them to have insurance is a peace of mind. Now, the right of the insurance now, it is expected, like I said, insurance company they have the right to repudiate the claim, they have the right to collect your premium, they have the right to investigate, and they have the right to reject the business.
Yes, they have that right.
They have the right. It's not every business that they can collect. They have the right to reject the business if they feel that the business.
So what are the obligations? Those are the rights.
Yeah.
As in what they are entitled to. So what are they supposed to do in return to a policyholder? Like I have one here, as in they have the right to make adequate reinsurance arrangements because you must protect your client, you must protect your policyholder. So when you have a backing in insurance, we call reinsurance arrangements the backing that insurance companies have. So they must have adequate reinsurance arrangements. That is what gives them the capacity that we are talking of.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you have something to say about that.
Let's just say this, that in other words, just in a nutshell, insurance is to put you where you were before the risk occur. And where you were before the risk occur is either the car is damaged or there's a fire accident or there's this and there's that. So in other words, the benefits that the insurance company is for them to do that which you were doing before the claim occurred. To put you back on
That's
that
the obligation.
Yes.
Yes.
It was not the obligation you were asking for.
Yes, obligation.
The obligation that to put you where you were before the risk occur. And where you were before the risk occur, your business was 100% working. And if there's a claim, if there's any accident, your earnings have been impaired. Is to put back your earnings in your pocket.
So there's something we were discussing before we started this program, and that was the right of a policy holder to reject a claim offer. I think we have not mentioned that.
Okay.
As a policy holder, if the insurance company gives you an offer for your claim, you can say, I'm sorry, I don't want this. I am into one now and we are still on it. What we agreed on eventually was that the insurance company should go and repair the vehicle. It was a motor accident claims. So they gave us one offer. We said no, we don't want. The second offer, we said no. So eventually we agreed on repairs, that the insurance company should go and repair the vehicle for the owner. So I think we are going to wrap it up here today.
Okay.
We are going to wrap it up. But before we do that, we are still going to give us a word for the audience out there. Before we wrap it up, I have to mention some of our upcoming events in the insurance industry. I will always do that before we end our program, and that is we have 3 of them. October 18 to 19, 2023, we have the National Insurance Brokers Conference and Exhibition, organized by NCRIB, Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. After that, we have October 22nd to 24th, we have the National Insurance Conference, organized by NICOM. That is a National Insurance Commission. It is organized by National Insurance Commission. Then November 1 to 3, we have Education Conference organized by CIIN, Chartered Insurance Institutes of Nigeria. Mr. Famuyide, what is your word or final word for just in few seconds?
Let me say this.
Your final word for the audience out there.
We have different way of indemnifying people. So
yes.
That is just one of it. Apart from
repairs.
Repairs. Okay. Now, my final word is, in insurance is for your own best interest. Your best. That is to give you the peace of mind, to put you back in business. It's for you. That's the best decision you can take for your business. But if it happens, one, you'll not be going up and down to look for money.
In a nutshell, you advise people outside there to take insurance
for your best interest.
Yes, whatever thing you are doing, remember to do insurance. If you have any inquiry or contributions after this message, you can direct them to victoria@adegbaju@gmail.com, or you send a WhatsApp message to 0916-106-1007. That is after this program. There is a WhatsApp message during the program. There's another one after the program. So you can direct all your messages, your inquiries, your contributions to those numbers. Thank you for joining Insurance Talk Show. I am Bola Adegbaju, and thank you, Mr. Famuyide, for joining us today. Till this same time next week, I wish you success in your business transactions. Bye.